Assalamu alaikum, this is Muhammad Khair, math teacher of KKI schools. Our lesson today is percent greater than 100 or less than 1. Okay, let us start with this by revision for the previous lesson. For example, if I told you what is the percent, 5%, I want to write it as a decimal or a fraction. So any number with percent, that means this number here over 100 as we learned. So it is 5 over 100. Yes, and 5 over 100, it is equal 500th, and we know how to write the 500th. 0.05. Okay, now let us take another example. For example, 5 or 50%. Again, any number here, it is over 100 because we have the percent. Percent mean over 100. So it is 50 over 100. That's mean it is 50 hundredth. So it is 0.50. Okay? Or you can write it as 0.5. Now you have to distinguish here between the 5 over 100 or 50 over 100. See, this is the 500th. See, you have 2 digits after the decimal because it is in hundredths. And here 50 over 100th, that means you have 2 digits. See, and it is the 50 itself. Now let us take more example. 43%. How we can write it as decimal and fraction? As we learned, it is 43 over 100, and stop asking why over 100 because we have the percent. Okay, the percent sign mean this number, it is over 100. Now how I can write it as a decimal? Read it, 43 over 100, that mean 43 hundredth. And how we write the 43 hundredth? 0.43. Okay, one more example. 23%. First of all, we write this number over 100. Why? Because we have percent. The same thing, the same story. So 23 over 100. And this means 2300th. And we learned how to write 2300th. It is 0.23. So teacher, here 2 digits. That means in 100 it is 100th? Yes. If one digit, if I have one digit, it will be 10th. 2 digits, 100th. Why? Because this we call the first one 10th, and we call the second one 100th. Now, in this lesson, okay, he asked me about the percent that more than 100 or less than 1. Let us start. Okay, more than 100, that means, for example, 234%. As we learned, because we have here percent, that means this number over 100. So we write 234 over 100. Okay, And if I divide any number by 10, by 100, by 1000, I have a rule. This rule, okay, if you apply it, it is very easy. Okay, is the number up have a decimal point? Your answer, no. So create one from your head and put it here. Okay, my dear students? Okay. Now, how many digits I have down? It is 1, 2. So those two zeros take 2 digits. 1, 2. So I have to move this decimal point 2 digits, so it will be here. So the answer will be 2.34 or 34 hundredths. Okay, let us take another example. 494%. Again, every time this number it is over 100. Why? Because we have the percent. The percent mean this number, the yellow one, over 100. So write it 494 over 100. And the student here stop and confuse how we can deal with this. It is easy, my boy. Okay, so count how many zero you have. We have 2 zeros. That means you have to create a decimal point here from your head. If the number has no decimal point, then highlight 2 digits for the 2 zeros. So again, 1, 2. So teacher, if I highlight like this, it is a big mistake. You have to highlight from the decimal side here that you created. Okay, so this is the first digit and this is the second digit. So the decimal point will move from here to here. Good. This is equal 4.94 after I move the decimal point. Okay, my dear students. One more example. Okay. I need more than 100. Give me any number more than 100. 150%. This number over 100 because the percent. So the first step, write the number over 100. We done. Don't confuse. Create your decimal point because this number has no decimal point. We just create a decimal point here. Okay, and then we count how many zero we have down. 1, 2. So the decimal point will move 1, 2. So 2 steps to the left. So the answer will be 1.50 or 1.5. All of these are greater than 100. So if any number greater than 100 with percent, it is over 100. Okay, let us take the last one. More than 100. Give me any number. For example, 997%. So this number, okay, it is more than 100 and it is over 100 also. Why? Because of this. This means this number over 100. So we write it over 100. Now, if I want to divide by 10, by 100, by 1000, okay, I have to know I have decimal point here. No. So create one. and put it here all of time, here, this side, the right side, don't forget. And then count how many zero you have here in the 100. It is 2. So you have to move the decimal point 2 digits. After you move it 2 digits, it will be here. So it is equal 9.97. Okay, my dear students? Now, teacher, we understand more than 100 now. Okay? All of them the same steps. Okay? If I have less than 100 or less than 1%, for example, less than 1, give me any number less than 1. Yes, thank you. 0.9. It is less than 1%. Teacher, could be a decimal with percent? Yes. But you apply what you learned. This number, it is over 100. Why? Because it is the percent, means over 100. So I write the same number with over 100. Yes, good. Now I ask the same question. Is the number here have a decimal? Yes, it has a decimal. Good. It is here. No need to create one. It is here. Yes? Okay, now, how many digits I have down? 1, 2. So I have to move this decimal 2 steps. That means 2 digits. Okay? Let's go. 1 digit. Teacher, I have nothing here in the left. So create one. Okay? And this is the 2 digits. Then you set the decimal point. So the empty one, you fill it with 0. Okay, so the answer will be, okay, after you move this, this, it will be here. Okay, so it is 0.009. See, 0.009, and you put 0 for decoration or the 0 for the whole number. Okay, let us take another example. So read it. How many digits after the decimal? It is 3 digits. So read it. 3 digits mean 1,000. So it is 9,000th. 9,000th. Okay? Why I read it in thousandth? Because it is after the decimal point we have 1, 2, 3 digits. Let us take another example. Okay. 0.8%. The same rule and the same steps. This number, it is over 100. Now, is the number up have a decimal? Yes, good. How many digits I have to move? 1, 2. So I have to move 1, 2. Sorry. So I have to add 0 here and move the decimal point here. So it will be 0.008 and 0 for decoration or for the whole number. For the whole number. Read it. 1, 2, 3. The 3 digits mean thousandth. So it is 8,000. Thank you. Good. Now let us take another example. 2 over 5%. The teacher said this number over 100 because this one is 100. But at the fraction here, if you have a fraction, you have to move it or change it as a decimal. Okay, okay. Let us do it as a decimal. How we do it as a decimal? It is 2 over 5. See, the number up is in and the number down is outside. Now, ask the question, how many 5 in 2? It is 0. 0 here and decimal point here. So, how many 5 in 20? There are 4. So 0, 0. So it is 0.4. So instead of this, I write 0.4. Now the 0.4 over 100 because the percent. So it is 0.4 over 100. Now we apply what we learned. Is the number have a decimal? Yes. How many digits you have to move? 1, 2. So 1 and 2. So add in the empty one 0. So you move this here. So it will be 0.04 and 0 for decoration. Read it, 4,000. Okay. Okay, my dear students. One last example. If I have 1.5%, what we learned, this number over 100 because of percent sign. So 1.5 over 100. And because we have a decimal point, so no need to create one. So I have to move it how many steps? Yes. How many zeros we have down? We have 2 zeros. So 1 step, 2 step. In the empty one we add? Yes, we add 0. Yes? So move it here. It will be 0.015 and here 0 for decoration. Read it please. How many digits we have here? 1 after the decimal point. Yes, 3 digits. That means in thousandth. So read the number normally, 15, then add thousandth. Okay, so it is 15,000. Thank you for watching. This is Muhammad Khair, and I hope you get all the benefit in percents greater than 100 or less than 1. Okay, goodbye.